how long does it take to get into ketosis? It depends on what your baseline is. You know, is somebody severely insulin resistant with tons of inflammation, they're eating the standard American diet, or do they eat a pretty clean diet, moderate, low carb diet? Their starting point is going to be completely different. So it could be anywhere between, I mean, if someone's just leaning into a little bit of time restricted feeding or intermittent fasting, they could be producing some ketones within a day. But for some people, it's going to take a couple days, a couple weeks to even be measuring ketones on a ketone meter or a breath meter. And then to get the full benefits, I would say at least 60 days, I would say, to really shift that mitochondria to burning ketones, really shift and get the full cognitive function, the lowering inflammation pathways that beta hydroxybutyrate and ketosis can offer you. And then from there, I think there's evidence to show that that's just the starting point for a lot of people. They can then create, now that they've created that metabolic flexibility over this initial 8 weeks, 60 days or so, then they can find out how to really personalize the ketogenic diet for them. So I talk about things like doing a cyclical ketotarian approach where a couple days are in ketosis and then they moderate their real food carbs, like more sweet potatoes or more fruits. And then we're not talking about necessarily high carb diet, but we're just slightly going out of ketosis. We're in maybe to 50 to 100, maybe 150 grams of carbs on those days where you're moderating your carbs, and then you go back into ketosis. I find that a lot of women do well with this. They maybe cycle their carbs around their cycle, or they even do it throughout the week. And then some people do better with longer term ketosis, people with insulin resistance, weight loss resistance, or with neurological issues or autoimmune issues, they oftentimes do better with longer term ketosis. And so there's so much nuance to this, but I think to get the benefits, you want to go at least 8 weeks. But really, for a lot of people, and when you look at the level of chronic health problems in our society, that's just scratching the surface. You really should go 5-6 months to really get the deeper benefits of ketosis. And then from there, you can take an inventory for yourself and say, where am I at? How do I feel? Do I want to play around with macronutrients from there and experiment how you feel? How do you feel when you moderate your carbs? How is your energy level? Where's your sleep? Where's all of these benefits? Where's your inflammation levels? And then from there, you can take inventory of saying, do I feel better in ketosis? Do I feel better when I moderate my carbs? So it's really about not these dogmatic approaches and saying everybody has to be ketosis forever. No, we can use this amazing application of ketosis in a way that works for that person on an individual basis. But I think that's their foundation. You have to create metabolic flexibility first. So many people are stuck in this sugar burning mode all the time, and they don't have even the ability to burn fat for fuel. So let's create that initial flexibility, that metabolic flexibility over those initial weeks and months. And then from there, I like to use the keto diet or times in ketosis in a way that makes sense on an individual basis.